Hey everybody, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at my third Perfect Grade kit, the Skygrasper and Aile Strike pack for the Perfect Grade Strike Gundam. This was a separate release. They released it initially as two separate kits, so this counts as a separate Perfect Grade, and this is by far the cheapest Perfect Grade ever. I got this for 40 bucks at my local hobby store. Let's have a look, see what we got. Now, we got some painting to do. Here is the cockpit for the Strike. It has a two-seater, but only one pilot, because reasons. This gives me an opportunity to teach you a trick on how to do cockpit panels. You can see all the different panels and buttons and things. Go ahead and just paint them. Just put the paint on there as clean as you can. You'll never get it perfect. I don't care how good you are. Then, there we go. You get a thumbtack or something with a fine point. Thumbtack's usually best. Sometimes a needle works. And you cut and you scrape away the excess very carefully. You line it up. If you're extremely pro about this, you can, cut out each individual button. I just left it to panels. But you got to paint all the panels, the seats, and the pilot. They give you two different pilots. Mu or a combination / tall or Kigali, depending on how you paint it. But like I said, good deal of painting to do on here. Panels, that all comes just gray or white in terms of the pilot. And if you don't paint it, it's going to look kind of lousy. Next up, the canopy. Canopy comes all clear. That gray, those gray lining there, yep, that's paint too. So if you don't want to do any painting, you're out of luck on this guy. Because if you don't do the painting here, it's not going to look very good. Canopy does open, if you want to have it open. And here's the rest of the Skygrasper. I don't show you much building phase in this because it comes together really fast. I was shocked just how quickly this came together. If I really sat down and hammered through it, I could knock the whole plane out in one night, even with the painting. I mean, there's not a lot here. I mean, it's a very simple build, just a big build. I like the wheels. You get the landing gear out. You can put those away too. I kind of like the fact that the one side of the wheel is flat, so it looks like it is at rest. Good deal of lining to do on here. Not a ton, but there's more than enough to keep you busy. Got a turret on top. That moves side to side, up and down. The two cannons on each side don't move at all. Now, you can remove said landing gear, as so. Take off this panel and place it on there so it looks like you can have it act like it's flying. Same can be done for the back landing gear. Pop this off, take the little blue piece, and push it into place right there, as so. This latch can slide open, and you can attach it to this, a gigantic action stand. And you can have the Skygrasper flying. There you go. Strong attachment, perfect balance. It's never going to fall. The plane doesn't weigh much anything. Has 3 different attachments, only 2 of which work really well. But for the Skygrasper, this is really the only attachment you're ever going to use. Now the Aile pack. Big old Aile wings. Again, lots of lining to do here. I like the individual vents on the back. Each thruster has individual linked vents, so you can move them up, down, have one side up, one side down, act like it's turning. It has a nice little locking mechanism where everything locks into place. I will say you got to be very careful on this one. Everything has to click together. You got to hear that connection, or those wings fall out a lot. So when you put them together, it's going to be a little scary because you got to make a very tight connection to hear everything click together. Do have some painting to do here. The tips of each wing need to be painted clear blue and clear red. They just come straight clear. So a little bit of painting to do there. Not much, though. I do like these thrusters and the detail they put in here. This is some places they really went upscale with the detail like they did on the Strike, but not a lot. But on these thrusters here, yeah, really cool. You can add lots of detail if you want, and you can just leave them alone, and they'll still look really good. And the thrusters on the back have this little gear connection, so they will hold up at all times. Moving them is really tight, and you'll hear little clicks as you're moving the gears around, but the thrusters are never going to drop. The beam sabers are also really well detailed with each individual groove, and it really, really does look nice. Now, there's a little panel on the back of the Skygrasper you can open. To open it, you will need tweezers. There is also a panel on the back of the Strike Gundam itself that you will also need tweezers to do. Getting that open without tweezers is a royal pain in the butt. And then you just attach the ale pack right on the back. It's a snug connection, doesn't fall out, super solid, no issues. Decals. Okay, decals, nothing great. I do like the decal up here. Because they give you different pilots, you can have different decals for different pilots as well. 01, 02, 03 for either Mu, Tal, or Kigali. So whatever pilot you want to make it. They also give these attachments here. Connects onto the back of the shield. And will connect into the side of the Skygrasper. And another one for the beam rifle. What you do is you lift up this latch, as so, move this back, and a piece will fly off. It's a pain in the butt, but you can reattach it. There's a little panel in there, or a little plug rather, and you can just plug that connection right on, and there you go. So now the Skygrasper is delivering the entire ale pack. The rifle, the shield, the wings, the thrusters, the whole 9 yards. You can also take those attachments and connect them to the base itself. So it has the shield on the bottom, and the gun unconnected, so they'll never fall off and never get lost. Attaching the wings onto the Strike itself, no real problems. Like I said, snug fit. A little tricky getting the panel open, but a pair of tweezers will take care of it. And he's up in the air, and he is really tall. You can see he's up there. The connection goes into the crotch area. There's a little panel again that opens up that you plug right in there, and he's solid as a rock on there. No wobbling, no nothing. The only drawback I really found is the legs are kind of tricky to move. As you're moving around, they'll come a little loose, but you can just reattach them, and it's not a big deal. And you have the Skygrasper sitting off to the side. And, of course, those beam sabers, big old giant blades. And, of course, let me scoot that over. And, of course, yes, they do give you two big old blades. No problem holding it. Solid connection. Not an issue. You can get them flying forward, up, whatever you like. Final thoughts on this kit. I'm going to give this a thumbs up. But when I built this, I figured it'd be like the real grade. There's no reason not to buy the real grade Skygrasper when you got the real grade Strike. If you got the Strike, just get the Skygrasper. It's worth the money. This, if you want it, I'm not going to blame you. It's a nice add-ons. But I don't think it's absolutely necessary like the real grade. The perfect grade Strike is just fine as it is, if you just want to get that. If you really want the ale pack and you want him airborne and you like the extra accessories you get with this, great, more power to you. I'm happy with it. But I don't think it's absolutely necessary to the kit. The Strike is just fine as it is without it. If you want the extra stuff, great. Like I said, this is a very cheap perfect grade. You can get it for 40, 50, 60 bucks. Yeah, I found it at a local hobby store and they're having 20% off sale, so bonus for me. But if you don't have the Strike, there is no reason to buy this. If you do not have a Strike Gundam, there is no reason to buy this particular perfect grade. If you do have the perfect grade Strike, it might be worth picking up. It's your choice. But still, thumbs up from me. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for more. I always got more videos coming. Always got more kits to build. I really appreciate you guys always sticking around and watching these videos. Really means a lot to me. I really mean that, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and one more thing. Strike 1. Strike 2. And Strike 3. And coming soon, Strike Free!